All right, so we're going to be talking about exponents. So every number has various parts to it, right? This 4 is a fraction. It's 4 over 1. Okay. This 4 is also a decimal. It's 4.000. Okay. This 4 also has a sign. Okay, it's positive. Right? There are lots of parts to a number that we don't always write down. Okay. We're getting to be mathematicians now. And us mathematicians are inherently lazy, so we don't like writing stuff down. Okay. So this number also has an exponent. An exponent goes right here. And just so happens, it's a 1. In fact, any number that I write down, if I write down 5, it has an exponent, so 1. If I write down 3, it has an exponent, it's 1. Because what that exponent means is it means how many of that number we have. So in this case, we have 1, 4. We have 1, 3. We have 1, 5. Okay. So if I write down the number 4 squared, that means that I have 2 4s. So in other words, I have a 4 times 4, which is 16. Now you can do this in your calculator as well. In your calculator, you need to find a little caret button. Okay, you can do a square. So what if we have 8 squared? Well, it'd be 8 times 8, which is 64. Okay. Now, what if we have 3 to the 4th power? What's that? Well, it means we have 4 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, all being multiplied together. So what is that? 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81. Okay? So that's an exponential form. This would be a standard form. Okay. Now, so let's say we've got, say, z times z times z times z times z. Okay? We can take that number and rewrite it in exponential form. Because we're simply multiplying z by itself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So this is z to the 5th power. All right. Now, where you have to be careful is where you're dealing with negatives. We're going to talk about that a lot in the next chapter. Okay. For example, if I have, say, negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. Okay? We would write that as negative 3 to the 1, 2, 3 third power. Okay? You're not going to write it as that. Okay? That's not how we write it. That negative needs to stay in those parentheses, and we will talk about that in more detail later on. Okay?